Mari ramai-ramai ke negeri Terengganu, semua keindahan ciptaan yang maha satu. Mari pakat kita semua jaga negeri Terengganu, biar orang luar tahu sohonya Terengganu.
Hi everyone, we are here in Malaysia.
Malaysia, this is great.
It's raining outside as Malaysia rains a lot.
Typical weather here in Malaysia.
So we are here in Penang. Everyone says, I thought it was Penang, but they told us it's Penang, right? What's your favorite thing about Penang?
And then the food, of course, the food is great. Everyone recommended the food in Penang, and it's a great price, a bunch of the options, and the Asian food, it tastes really good. I mean, as a Chinese, I think they're incredible.
So the food is amazing, right? What your favorite, I guess? Your favorite is nasi kandar. Nasi kandar, and that was the rice with some chicken. So we are on our way to eat some nasi kandar, which is a popular northern Malaysian kind of food. And it's especially popular here in Penang. We have been inspired from the museum earlier. So now we are going to go on a food tour. How do you feel?
Amazing, I'm so excited. Street food, dream.
Here it is. So we're sitting over here.
Yes.
This is great, thank you. Well, how about the...
Oh, I just can't wait.
Look at this, amazing, huh?
Amazing.
Oh my gosh, this is so good. So good. Good.
Really good.
Oh, how was that?
Great.
Amazing, right?
Curry rice with the chicken.
And beef.
And beef. Turned out they do not have a boneless chicken.
Yeah, the guy kind of made fun of you. He even asked, are you American? Because you asked for boneless chicken, right?
Yeah, where are you from, man? So, okay, I learned.
Nice.
Yeah, it's curry flavored, tastes really good. And they have a fried noodles, especially the food at night from the food market on the street. It's you should try it. I mean, the nightlife here in Malaysia, Penang, is just kind of like I don't know how to describe it, but you should taste it and have experience here.
Kind of thing.
1, 2, 3 negeri Terengganu memang padu. Semua tiga pakat kita mari ganu. Semua tiga ramai-ramai kita semua.
Oyster omelet.
Semua tiga gaji kita takkan jemu. Sedua tiga negeri Terengganu memang padu. Amba bawa family gonda ganu sana sini. Amba naik motor tengok kanan tengok kiri. Lalu batu buruk nampak comel pemandangan. Ramainya orang duk lepak-lepak tepi jalan. Singgah pasar payang cari pergi je pelanga. Macam-macam barang tembaga batik pun ada.
The famous oyster omelet.
Good for the man.
Try some. Yeah, it's really good. But getting to Malaysia was difficult. We took a van from Krabi, Thailand to Penang, and we picked Penang because it was the closest place in Malaysia that we could get a bus. So we ended up coming to Penang because it was the shortest, but still it took a long time to get here. We took 2 or 3 vans, took 3 vans, they kept switching us, a car to a van to a bus, and then finally we got here. So everyone just got out. We're the only 2 left in this bus because we're the only 2 people going to Penang, Malaysia, apparently. Thank you. I don't know what's going on, but it seems like we're changing the bus suddenly. New van trying to get in.
会
会
谁？中文？
哦，你是中国人。
嗯。
We met some really interesting people.
Yeah, the lady is they born in China, but they grew up in Indonesia. So they were talking about Chinese. They were talking about the hospital. The hospital. Someone's gonna go to the hospital because they have a better medical. Yeah, it's better hospital treatment here in Malaysia or in Thailand. But it's a really great time. I'm just kind of surprised and met.
Great time.
Yeah, I met Chinese people there on the wine, but they're not from China, but they can speak Chinese pretty well.
You complain so hard.
Yeah, the road trip is pretty tough. 6 hours, 5 or 6 hours on the bus.
Mm-hmm.
So I cannot feel my bus. I cannot feel my butt anymore.
I think immediately the countryside of Malaysia looks a little bit different. Yeah, so we had to figure out where our hostel was, which took a little bit of time. So we are trying to find our hostel. Our next one, we're here in Malaysia. We made it. True Asia. This reminds me of old Hong Kong. And we dropped our bags and we went out. And the first thing we were very surprised about in Malaysia is how many Chinese people are around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's but they all have Asian faces. Sometimes I can feel like they're local people here or they're Chinese. But most of people they can speak Chinese, Mandarin a little bit, or so that's surprisingly for me. And also I checked that the Chinese population is kind of huge here in Malaysia. So the things I just noticed.
Yeah, even we went to see a movie in the movie theater and they even had Chinese subtitles, so that was really nice. And I will have to say we stumbled in that bar that had singing Chinese traditional songs.
Oh yes,
Mandarin songs.
Mandarin songs, and
Yeah.
turned out they're local people here. They're from Penang or it's Malaysia, but they can sing Chinese songs really well. I cannot tell from the accent.
So we're currently sitting in a local bar with good Chinese music. You're very impressed by it.
Their Chinese is really good. Turn out they're local people here. Cannot imagine that. This is really good. I thought they were Chinese, but I asked the bartender. She told me, "Oh, they're from here. They're not Chinese."
Wow,
So,
interesting. So also the thing that Penang is known for is the museums.
Yeah.
So Penang has something like 50 museums. I mean, so many museums. We only went to 3 museums. The first was the World Food Museum. More food from Malaysia. Food.
What food museum? All of the foods are fake, of course. But you can tell what is expensive, the most expensive food in the world, and some special local food and the Western food, the Eastern food. What is the difference between the food? So it's quite interesting.
Yeah,
It's
not
quite
bad.
Interesting. We took a bunch of good photos from there.
Kita mari kanu 1, 2, 3 ramai-ramai kita serbu 1, 2, 3 genti kita takkan jemu 1, 2, 3 negeri Janu memang padu Negeri Janu kaya dengan berbagai budaya Ramuh lagi mesra sifat setiap rakyatnya Betapa indahnya negeri Tengganuku Hati damai tenang, riang dan senang selalu Kalau kita lapar boleh terang nasi dagang Di kampung
And we did. We also went to the Illusion Museum, some sort of illusion museum. There were so many museums to pick from.
We took a bunch of good photos from the museum.
Lama orang Kepuk lekor satak sungguh menyelerakan Buat perut orang ramai jadi kohor kenyang Seru tiga pakat kita mari ganu
But my favorite, I think, was the Penang Peranakan Museum. Peranakan, let the tour guide explain to you.
Last time, if a non-Malay married with a Malay woman here, their descendants are known as the Peranakan. Yeah? So let's say if a Chinese married a Malay here, they are known as the Chinese Peranakan. Yes, the man, the gentleman address themselves as Baba, and the lady, they address themselves as the Nyonya, Baba and the Nyonya. Yeah. This is
So Peranakan Museum, a lot of really rich Chinese people, basically a long time ago at the turn of the century, started to come to Malaysia, and they basically were miners. And even in China, there's a stereotype in China about people from the south of China, that they're really good at business, right?
Yes.
So
Some rich guy who relates with the government, pretty strong, powerful from government, and he moved to Malaysia, and I forgot the story, but I think he relates with the really famous history, like the people from history, Chinese history, and but he did a really successful business here in Malaysia, and he became the richest one.
The mansion was owned by Chung Kung Kui, one of the richest men in Penang in the late 19th century, who gained his fortune from mining tin and selling it to the British. The mansion is famous for its unique architecture and interior design that reflect the lifestyles of Peranakans in Penang. The mansion now contains thousands of Peranakan artifacts for visitors to learn about.
And our tour guide said that one of the reasons that this guy was able to amass such a fortune is he was the only Chinese guy at that time that could speak English. And so he was able to make that connection with the British people, who then gave him the way to trade. So it's all because of actually their knowledge about English that opened up a huge door for them here in Malaysia.
Like I was born in the wrong time. I actually born there. Back to a long time ago, I would be the pretty special talented person.
I don't think you could survive without your phone. Interestingly, they have a tour in Chinese and English. So I went on the English tour and you went on the Chinese tour, which was really convenient actually. And I will have to say there were some interesting things in the house. Specifically, I learned that bats in Chinese culture, I guess, bring fortune. How does that work?
Oh, the bats, because it's a bat in Chinese, like full means good fortune in Chinese, and also bats sleep like upside down.
Upside down.
Upside down. So we call like so. In Chinese, pronunciation sounds like the fortune goes to your home.
Bats to us Chinese, they are auspicious. They bring money.
Oh, so they had like bats, and they also had weird feng shui. Anyway, check it out. So when it rains, in Chinese feng shui, rain means bringing money. So it would rain and it would fill up this floor. And you can see this floor is actually kind of a step, and right here is a gutter. Pretty smart design. So you can have outside mixed with inside. One of my favorite things from the house was the matchmaking chair. So do you remember the matchmaking chair, where basically what would happen is couples would never meet, and the first time they would meet is in this chair. So it's called the matchmaking chair, and they would talk to each other under a chaperone only by this chair, and I thought that was super cute.
That's weird shape, I would say, weird shape of chair.
So that was one of our favorite museums. So we actually stayed in this hostel. It's not bad. We met a lot of people, and they've got great street food. We went to a street food square, and had drinks with our friends from the hostel. It's country.
It's country.
Which was really fun. I really enjoy meeting the backpackers because they're from everywhere. Some of them have been traveling for 2 years, 3 months, 6 months.
They're from everywhere, so you can learn different cultures from different peoples. And everyone came here because of travel. So we have the same topic, same aim to come to Malaysia. So this is really fun. And I got a bunch of more friends on Instagram. That's a really good way to add more people there.
Yeah.
But I hope I can keep in touch with them on Instagram too. But we had a beer and we went to the club. It turned out it's a really great night, and everyone got drunk a little bit, but the club is a really fun time.
Yeah, we went to the club. Interestingly, they have giant portraits of people dressed in what looks like as princes from England, and including George W. Bush, a giant portrait of George W. Bush in Penang, Malaysia. So I thought that was really funny. So yeah, that was our fun time in Malaysia. It was raining. Malaysia, we are off to Kuala Lumpur. It rains very often in Malaysia. So let's see our time in KL. See you there.
See you. Typical weather in Malaysia.
Bye.
Rain. Bye.